The Symphony of Brotherhood embodies what Ovation Concerts is all about. It's innovative, it pushes the boundary of what the orchestra is and what the orchestra can do, and most of all, it's rooted in true diversity, as you'll see with the members of the orchestra. I started writing it a few years ago. It's inspired by the words of Martin Luther King, and it's really motivated by the lives of Trayvon Martin, Eric Garner, and the many that have suffered similar fate of losing their lives to hatred and racially motivated violence. For the Brotherhood is a snapshot of 3 themes / sections of the symphony. There's the Monuments theme, which is an ode to the monuments of the great leaders of our country, like the Lincoln Memorial, the MLK Stone of Hope Monument, the Kennedy Flame, and it's real majestic and regal in its musical depiction. There's the Say Their Name section, which is a tribute to the protests of decades ago and the more recent protests that we've seen over the span of the last year or so. Then there's the Let Freedom Ring theme, which I'll just say it soars to new heights. It's like nothing you've ever heard before. There are elements of traditional orchestral writing. There's some of that Hollywood soundtrack feel, but it's blended with R&B and soul and even some hip hop. The video element is a key part of this work, but I don't want to call it a soundtrack. I'd much rather call it a video track. And that's because the music comes well before the visual components. And as you'll see, we have members of the Met Opera, New York Philharmonic, New York City Ballet, the LA Philharmonic, Nashville Symphony, Chicago Sinfonietta, Hollywood soundtrack musicians, the top musicians from areas of Boston, Houston, Vienna, France, London, and of course, New York City. And dare I say, we've assembled this immense talent, and I'm calling it the Ovation Concerts All-Star Orchestra. Follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook at Ovation Concerts. Guarantee you, the For the Brotherhood release is something you will not want to miss.